Oh, we can pick our difficulty. So if you're new to watching me, I am not one of these gamers that want to play things in the maximum difficulty, and it's basically down to a simple rationale. The maximum difficulties often just mean that things take a bunch more damage. Like, there's bullet sponges, and I'd rather not spend my entire time when I want to enjoy, lots of games, just fighting an enemy that has a billion health instead of an enemy that has 10,000 health with no additional mechanics. I don't mind games where, like, it gets much more difficult in different ways. Like, a really good example is Days Gone. Days Gone difficulty increases means that you get much more, you get like more variants of the enemies and a hell of a lot more of them as well. But headshots always do the damage it needs to do. I don't really like that. I tend to want to see the story more than everything else, but I also don't want to play on the easiest. So I think we will try the game on hard rather than very hard. See how it goes from there. Might end up having to drop the difficulty later. Also, for cutscenes, just to make the point real quick, I will not talk during cutscenes. Sometimes I'll let slip like a little comment or two.
Who is in charge of the mission? And how did this happen? What? We're recording. Make sure we edit that out. Commander, the reason your instructions have been kept vague until now is that your mission is not only of extreme importance, it is also highly sensitive. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that are far above any classification that you qualify for, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. And without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No imported snacks, no aether wave cereals, no survival for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But please try to be more discreet than usual, because if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into yet another intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. Please follow it for once, will you?
Look, let's be honest here. You somehow managed to fumble your way through these things successfully. Let's just hope you're able to pull it off one more time.
So we're in for some Black Ops. So I just quickly want to have a look at the graphic settings here, because I don't know if it is, but it feels like that was a little blurry. Not very high. The bottom of his face just looked kind of blurred out, which was a bit odd. Already this ship is like a huge upgrade to the ship that we had before. Look at the size of this cockpit room. What's called the Incognito. So we have the journal. The quest journal shows information on your active and completed quests. Here you can view details and change your current active quest. It would be really nice if all of the quests show on the map at the same time, though. So even though you're going to select what's your active quest, it would be cool if you can, change them as you go through. So the first mission we're on, your team is en route to Horizon Point, a research station in the isolated system of Arcadia. The Chief of Special Earth Directorate Operations has tasked you with the recovery of intelligence explaining the link between dangerous rifts in space and the skip drives necessary for interstellar travel. Your orders are to infiltrate Horizon Point under the guidance of the embedded Earth Directorate agent Augustine DeVries. I recognize that name. The inventory screen looks pretty okay. Looks a hell of a lot better than Borderlands 4, I can say that much. I don't know what this S name thing. Oh, that's the sword. Okay. And then our character in real nice straightforward layout. I like it. I like it a lot. 92 perks to choose from. Okay. We'll find out as we go along the game.
Commander, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cost no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones.
If you do happen to play this game yourself at some point, and you're ever going through, you know, the quest log, or sorry, not the quest log, you're talking to people, you can't remember how the conversation went, you always put this little button here under the E, and it kind of just shows a history of the chat, which is nice whenever sometimes you get caught up in things that are being said. Okay, so those damn lab coats, what was wrong with the old ones? I use mine constantly.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, you're just putting one over on the new guy, ain't you? A good agent has need of these. They slow everything down, give you a tactical advantage. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing.
They simulate brain damage?
Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coat swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it.
Why are you asking anyone else how to run your own life?
Because you all know so much more than me, and I don't want to mess things up. Pascal likes to joke around about everything. But I like it when she says it's all about looking out for those who can't defend themselves. But Sandoval, he laughs at that. Says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And that we got righteousness on our side.
Just gonna pause speaking to this guy for a quick sec, and I want to tell you guys what my thought process is going to be during this. I selected the roustabout option as my background, which is essentially a guy who's been doing this job for a bit, but he's kind of tired of it, and you know, he wants to sort of do something else. I'm going to try to have all of my dialogue options follow that same background rather than it be what I would say or what's going to get the best reward or whatever else. So as an example of that, in this window where we've got the four options, we've got, you know, I've always said we need to put people first, their humanity and yours is priceless. That, I don't think that's what a roustabout would say based on what the description was. We must show no mercy. Whoever breaks the law isn't entitled to its protection. Again, that wouldn't be a roustabout. That would be like the lawbringer. So in this situation, I look at these lines and I see the never forget this is just a job. No one's ever going to be looking out for you but you. That to me is the option that roustabout would choose. And so I'm going to choose options like that throughout the conversations that I see and try to have our character actually roleplay as the background that we've chosen.
Not looking to be contrary or nothing, Commander, but that runs counter to everything we're taught at the Academy. I'll give it some thought. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel.
Let's go. Thanks for bringing me the TDD device, by the way. I appreciate it.
No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
So I don't know if you noticed it there, but whenever we actually made that conversational choice, and we said, you know, just remember this is a job, it actually came up and said this will be remembered, which worries me a little bit. 'Cause I think it was, what was it? I think it was Fallout 4, where every time you made a choice, it was like, Preston will remember this, and it just kept coming up throughout the game. But, ooh, one of the things that the Outer Worlds 1 did do was whenever you made choices throughout the game, it actually did change some things. So, for example, in the first town, you would kind of decide who was going to get the power supplies and whatnot. And that actually changed then who was in charge of the town and how that town then sort of survived in the future. I'm really curious if that same thing's going to happen here. So, you know, this guy, we said, just remember this is a job. Are we then going to see later in the game that when we get to a point that, you know, it hits the proverbial fan, does he just disappear off from us and does he run away? Just want to change my sensitivity here a little bit. I know I said I wouldn't be changing the settings during the game, but unfortunately some of these settings, you just can't know what they're going to be like until you actually start playing it. Okay. So there's no loot ping. But there is, when you get close to loot, it does highlight blue. The highlight is actually decent distance. I kind of like that. Let's just change the FOV a little bit as well. Maybe? Definitely add FOV somewhere. But maybe increase it just a little bit more. That feels a bit better, I think. Again, unfortunately, until we get a weapon in our hands, we're not really going to know how good that's going to be. If you are, again, while you're watching the videos, if you're watching the streams, if you have any issues with things like motion sickness, FOV settings, whatever, let me know and I'll see if I can help change it at all. You can view the codex at any time to view the tutorials, which we already had a look at. Okay, so Niles was the guy we spoke to.
There'll be time for chat after the meeting.
Thanks, Eric.
To open the channel to start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table.
Is nobody going to speak
Let's
to
hear
me
what
here?
this forward agent has to say.
Come on, Wade. Yeah, bro.
Forward agent's ready to be patched in over the channel.
Alright, fine.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired after hibernating our way through skip space, Commander.
I think that was a little bit rude. So this door's broke?
Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander.
Yes.
I've made an internal note for Agent Ibarra to look into the cause. In the interim, you will need to find another way in.
Could Agent Ibarra not just come up and open it now for me? Like what? Maybe the little tunnel in the canteen? Oh, nice. We can straight away equip it. I just need to change these mouse settings again, but they're so low. Sensitivity. Mark that way up there. Feels a bit better. Let's say it feels a bit better than swinging all over the place. Please select from the following menu. We got the handbook. Variation of mission origin. While agents frequently receive their orders, a specific set of actions from the local Earth Directorate system headquarters in the form of an Etherwave video message, sometimes directly from the Chief of Special Operations. Accompanied by a well-typed brief, they can also receive new missions in the field from other agents as well as appeals from private citizens. While these latter missions may contain a few well-detailed elements, they're often vague and poorly worded. Sometimes even containing spelling and grammar mistakes. Agents should expect to use their best judgment and their extensive training to determine the exact mission parameters. Remember, a citizen may not be able to spell malefaction, but an agent is still expected to apprehend the wrongdoers and subsequently file a correctly spelled report. Cargo mishandling incident procedure. You might think investigating cargo mishandling incidents, known as CMIs, or more colloquially as smuggling operations, is beneath the notice of a highly trained and well-armed Earth Directorate agent, but you would be wrong. Nothing is beneath our notice. From illegal sprat trafficking to the importing of contraband weapons, drugs, and snack foods, the Earth Directorate takes each and every CMI seriously, prosecuting each infraction to the edge of legal enforcement and beyond. We will not stop until we have taught every CMI transgressor to fear the words Earth Directorate and Agent. I'm feeling so hard at reading here. Use of force guidelines. It is said that peace cannot be kept through force, but only through understanding. At the Earth Directorate, we have combined both viewpoints. Peace can be kept through the understanding of force, our force. While we do not condone the indiscriminate use of violence, we also understand that our agents frequently find themselves in dangerous situations where deadly force is the only course of action. All we ask is that agents use their best judgment, and if they are forced to select a violent solution, to subsequently fill out a use of deadly force form, known internally as a "you dead FO" in triplicate. One for the Tribunal, one for the Records Archive, and one for personal use. Also, agents should bear in mind that ammunition is quite expensive and needs to be reported in an agent's daily operational costs or DOC report. Already getting the cost-cutting vibes from the first game.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, Miles.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, I'm supposed to be right. I have no idea what any of that means.
Really? You're seriously unaware that if you try to unseal a skip drive, they explode? Doesn't matter. It's a lie anyway. The explosive seals aren't necessary for them to function. They're really just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad.
What kind of resistance can we expect upon landing?
Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector's security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed.
Anything
Once
else?
you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs.
We got two options here that we can't actually choose. But this must be the observation one, yeah. I can usually find a way around things if I try hard enough.
If that's true, you may very well find a way to shut them down before they even know you're there, which would be the smart play. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here.
Let's all calm down. Agent Pascal meant no disrespect.
Don't tell me to calm down. You know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some confused fool more suited to running a cash register than a secret mission fouling it up.
Do you remember who's the commanding officer in this mission, right?
Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeVries. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Oh, this guy's such a brown noser.
Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
Gonna call it now. Everybody on this ship, except me and this robot, are all gonna die. Every single one of them.
Well, that was something. She was different than I remember her. But then she would be, wouldn't she? Just hope she's doing all right. Reckon the secretive nature of the mission and this import must be weighing on her something fierce. I hope it was okay to talk to her direct like at the end there.
She didn't necessarily seem happy to see you.
She ain't always been the most cuddly type, especially if she's got a lot on her mind, like now. Just wait. She's solid as they come. You just gotta get to know her. But all that she was saying about you, Commander, ain't sure it sits right with me.
Don't let it bother you. As you said, she's under a lot of pressure. We all are.
Whatever you say, Commander.
Awaiting docking procedures, Commander.
Apologies for all that back there with DeVries, Commander. I appreciate you sticking up for me all the same. But what was that all about? I was just offering up reassurances and Super Agent Extraordinaire DeVries lost her head. A crack from me shouldn't have brought that on. This whole mission, there's something off. I mean, Law. We'd not even heard tell of this colony before, and they're the only ones manufacturing skip drives? How's that possible?
Skip drives represent the ultimate power, which means they can buy anything or anyone.
Even the Earth Directorate?
Everyone has their
Well, now
price.
there's a happy thought. Just makes our orders to sneak around on a mission of such import concern me all the more. We're the Earth Directorate, Void, damn it. When we arrive, everyone should know it. The guilty should be soiling themselves, throwing themselves on our mercy. And just how is it any colony can be outside our jurisdiction? Don't make no sense. Any fool could see that. Even Sandoval.
What's your problem with him?
Nothing. If you don't take his unwavering belief in our righteousness and his refusal to think for himself seriously. I personally find him hilarious, truth be told. And there's no one I'd rather have backing me up in a fight. He can shoot the head off any local indigenous gnat-like insects at 100 meters.
What about me?
I mean besides you. Like if it was just down to the two of us, me and him.
So I'm dead in this scenario?
We all gotta go sometime, Commander. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta commence with my pre-mission ritual.
Ritual?
Guess your gray matter is still foggy from hibernating, ain't it? My pre-mission ritual of 3 bowls of purple berry crunch?
Ah, yes. I love me some purple berry crunch.
Isn't it great? The copious amounts of sugar really helps keep you sharp. They say it's 50% by volume, but it feels like twice that.
Let's get back to it. I feel like I'm gonna be messing about this mouse sensitivity for...
For what it's worth, Commander, I appreciated how you tried to smooth things over with DeVries back there, but Pascal needs to get her head right if our team's to operate smoothly. Not sure what DeVries was getting on about, though. She wasn't such a respected agent. I might just have taken offense on your behalf.
Something tells me that Pascal and DeVries aren't your real concern here.
The way I see it, it's obvious that this mission presents yet another opportunity to bring a colony under the Earth Directorate's righteous control. Seems to me, Arcadia had their chance. It's time for us to put an end to this farce and set them on the right path.
So the Earth Directorate should just take over at all costs?
Obviously. It's not like we've not liberated colonies before this, and always for the greater benefit of everyone involved. Well, except for the deposed despots. It's always the same story with these places. These people. Without the rule of law, those with power go wild with it.
What happens when the Earth Directorate has all the power?
What, are you turning into Pascal on me? We have something called principles. Discipline. Someone has to rule. We're obviously the best suited for the job. I suppose it was foolish to believe I could discuss the purity of our cause with you. Allow me to get back to my preparations, Commander.
Yeah, get back to them, Hitler. It's my sensitivity feels it's okay for now. Alright. Time to head to the first mission. This feels okay. There we go. Just one gun at the minute. And where is our energy? What's up with bar? Okay.
Upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences. Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as...
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
Okay. Certificate of mental refreshment. Congratulations on your newfound refreshment, Cadet Maori. You're hereby authorized to return to Protectorate Society and your new position at Horizon Point Station. While this new role may represent what seems to be a jarring change of pace from your previous daily activities, rest assured you're exactly where you should be, according to the plan. Should you experience any side effects such as memory loss, a compromised attention span, general confusion, gastric discomfort, and an increased sense of dread, reach out to us at once for an emergency refreshment session. Remember, we are here to serve you, so you may in turn serve the Sovereign. Long may he guide us. It's like a drug thing? Are they drugging these people? like a mind control type thing. Now she need to chill. Looks so ready to blast. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Things get highlighted blue when you can actually loot them. So it's not just items that are like out in the open. It's actually like containers and things like that as well. We need a mag lock to be able to open that, but we do have the right lock picking skill.
That smell. Did a Sprat get flash fried in here?
Sort of powered it.
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security has been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
As unable to function,